Suffering in Silence. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Hey Cousins, hosted by Peaches from Peace, Love, and Light. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. If you or someone you know has talked about or contemplated suicide, please call 988 and get help today. Depression has many faces, making it difficult to tell when a loved one or a friend is suffering from poor mental health or mental health disorders. And if you're not careful, you may find yourself neglecting your mental health. Some individuals may not be able to admit that they have a problem. We live in a fast-paced society that rewards overachievers and discourages rest and leisure. In spite of our modern way of life, rest and leisure are more than just luxuries. They are entitlement, and without proper rest and relaxation, you are at risk for encountering mental burnout. Phrases like "I'm fine" and "I'm okay" are masks that cover up the true feeling that lies underneath. Lack of energy, change in appetite, and oversleeping can all be signs that someone is experiencing depression. So why would someone want to hide feelings of depression? Many people struggle with expressing their true emotions because they lack one or more of the four components of emotional intelligence. By developing your emotional intelligence, you could adapt a better understanding of your own feelings while becoming more empathetic to the experiences and emotions of others. So, what are the four main components of emotional intelligence? Before you can express your emotions, you must first learn how to perceive them. This could include facial expressions and body language. Nail biting, pulling or tugging at the hair, and fidgeting with clothing are all examples of how our body language exhibits distress. Next, you have to apply your reasoning to your emotions and understand that the thought does not make it so. Feeling guilty does not mean that you have done something wrong. As your ability to reason with emotions increases, you will then begin to understand that the emotions you perceive can have many meanings. The rude cashier at the grocery store may not be upset with the amount of items in your cart. Her frustration could be stemmed from her rejected request to pick up extra shifts at work and falling behind in her rent. Your level of emotional intelligence will decide how you respond when someone is saying yes and their body language is saying no. It is possible to be born with emotional intelligence. However, when you want to improve your ability to understand and manage emotions, you must learn to listen with empathy. When you listen with sympathy, you may feel pity, but to deeply connect with the emotions of others first, you must envision the suffering of another as your own, imagining how you would react in their predicament. Researchers and scientists may share opposing opinions on the development of empathy, but the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali teaches us that all mankind is capable of developing empathy. Our capability of self-awareness, along with our sense of interconnectedness to others and our environment, is what separates humanity from the consciousness of animals. Sympathy and pity is rooted in fear, while empathy and compassion is rooted in love. Give yourself permission to open up to emotions like compassion and love, and use your wisdom and ability to change yourself for others to recognize the signs of suffering in silence and to offer your support during difficult times. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Hey Cousins, hosted by Peaches from Peace, Love, and Light. This show is sponsored by Sean Lee Jones and the Creative Healing Foundation. Make sure that you subscribe to this podcast to stay up to date with the latest and exclusive content. And if you would like to continue the conversation, leave your thoughts, questions, and concerns in the comments section.